South Florida, known for its warm, clear blue waters, city-sized cruise ships, white sand beaches, and maybe more famously known to be where some of the world's most beautiful flock to sunbathe and imbibe on the Intumesque party scene. On this episode of Her Drive, I chat with three women who scratch deep below the surface of South Florida's veneer to show us through art, activism, ocean ecology, and social entrepreneurship that there is so much more than what meets the eye. Sexy, hot, vibrant, and vocal is what Miami is known for, and there is no better representation of this colorful city than Sicilian artist and filmmaker Claudia La Biana. When I first cruised through the Wynwood Arts District, I was in awe of all the gorgeous murals, expressions, and phrasing that coats every square inch of the warehouse-like buildings. However, it was Claudia's paintings depicting strong, vibrant women that caught my eye and heart, which ultimately led to needing to satiate the curiosity surrounding the fiery woman behind these beautiful murals.
My name is Claudia La Biana. I'm a visual artist. I work with different medias. I do mostly street art, which is large scales murals. Most of my murals portray strong female. It's all about nowadays, and it always has been for me about woman empowerment.
You've been doing this since you were small. Where were you? Where did you
Well,
grow up?
I was born in Sicily, a little town called Bagheria in very small town. So a small town with a small mentality. So I grew up with a lot of great morals as for love, family, friendship. I've always been, I grew up in a family, I grew up in a little town, in a family of women. I grew up with, I'm the youngest child of, I have two older sisters and then my mom, and very independent women. So for me, it was easy to, they were my idol, they were who I looked up to. So that kind of gave me that, the love for sisterhood. Right. When I was growing up as a teenager, I was getting picked on from the boys and from some of the girls. So instead of having that put me down, I started drawing through my sister's inspiration too. I started drawing these superhero, these comic book characters, these superhero that I wanted to be.
And did you come to the United States on your own?
Yes, I did. I was 18 years old. I literally came here with $1,000. I think my mom, as I was growing up, I don't want to say a fighter, but I was always up to. I wanted to do things. I was a doer.
And did you notice a shift in your art from what you were creating in Sicily versus here?
Yeah, well, it's funny because when I got here, I was studying fashion, I was painting in Italy, and then when I got here, I got into filmmaking, so I kind of I took the picture and I started doing, I want this picture to tell me more, because as I said, I'm that kind of a spirit, I want more, and I'm always searching for the new thing. So at one point, the pictures became, they needed more. So I said, picture, motion picture, right? It's creation, it's love. So the love that I give to my children is the love that I give to my art. Yeah. No matter what happens to you, no matter what life throws at you, you make the best out of it. And so the journey that I went through, the pain that I went through, when I realized about the condition that my son had, I became a better person. I became a better mother. I became a more wise woman.
So you're giving these words of wisdom to them, and if you could go back and give yourself at a certain age words of wisdom, what age would you be, and what would you say? And
I think at any time when I was young, if I can go back, I would just tell myself, keep on believing and keep on going.
Claudia, you paint really powerful, strong women, and here these are two iconic ladies that most people driving past, standing here, are going to recognize them. Michelle Obama and Melania Trump.
Yeah.
And she and Michelle are hugging each other.
They're hugging each other because it's two very different forces, right? I mean, there's two very strong opposite forces. We need to unite. The message is to unite in love. We need to believe in love. We need to unite. We are human. we are not different. We are the same. We should be brothers and sisters, no matter where you're from, what you believe in, what you like, what you don't like. We should just accept one another and live in peace, right?
A drive through South Florida wouldn't be complete without a stop at the beach. These shores were once blanketed with marine life, but with increased development and warming waters, ocean dwellers have started to decline. The reef is disappearing and water levels are on the rise. And there's one Fort Lauderdale couple who've taken their love of art, the oceans, and Florida to the next level to aid in the rehabilitation of the shoreline. Artist Sierra Raspberry and her partner Ernest Vasquez have morphed their art and love of body casting into the epic 1000 Mermaids Artificial Reef Project and Gallery. This eco-art collaboration between Miami Bodycast, local agencies, and businesses combine the beauty of body casting women into sculpted mermaids that are artistically placed upon eco-friendly modules that will be adhered to the seafloor, just off the coast of Fort Lauderdale Beach. Once completed, Sierra and Ernie's brainchild will provide support for marine life, becoming a snorkeling destination, and will allow for a transformation in the South Florida coastline. Sierra dives into the evolution of her work as an artist and now advocate for the oceans.
My name is Sierra Raspberry. I'm with the 1000 Mermaids Project. I'm an artist and sculptor in South Florida, and I've been doing this for the last few years. Having fun in Florida, making art and turning people into mermaids. I'm from Louisiana originally, from just a small town up in the northeast corner of the state. I met my partner Ernest about 6 years ago, and we moved down here together and we started this project.
When you were in Louisiana, were you body casting or were you doing other forms of art? What was your medium?
I was actually a portrait painter when I was in Louisiana. I've been painting since I was 5 years old. And I took art classes, private classes, since I was a kid. And then whenever I went into college, I discovered architecture. I thought that was a really, really cool way to have kind of an artistic outlet, but also have like a decent job maybe in the future and learn about design.
What is 1000 Mermaids? What's the project?
Okay, so it's an ecology project, and it's a way to incorporate people and the environment and art all together in once. So the Mermaid Project was kind of like me moving to South Florida, learning about ecology, learning about coral reefs and the need that there's a vacuum there for people to be more, environmental minded. We need more movement, green movement, and it's great to add some beauty to the world and I think people take a lot of things for granted, and an artist's job is to kind of refocus your attention and make sure that hey, this is a beautiful life. We've got great things going on. We got to celebrate each other here. That's our job. This is our first mermaid project that we started with, and this was originally going to go onto a yacht. We were doing body casting and doing lots of art and fun things. And we did the sculpture and got a deposit and went through months of work and put a lot of love, sweat, and tears into this piece. I wanted to create something beautiful and fun and kind of South Florida. So the mermaid was the quintessential, icon of beauty and femininity. And the idea was to be able to put mermaid sculptures of real people in the ocean.
Right, and why did you choose 1000?
Because 100's not enough. Artificial reefs you can never put enough in the water. It's like planting trees. The more you put, the more benefits you're going to get. Kind of went from there. The first step after this was to meet with the county officials and learn about the environmental side of it and learn what's legal to put in the water, what's actually realistic, and kind of go into this design phases from there.
How are you getting your 1000 mermaids? Are you using people from the community?
Yeah, so it's just going to kind of depend on where the money's going to come from. If you're a corporation and you want to sponsor, a bunch of modules and, you've got people in mind, we can do it from there. If you're somebody that wants to sponsor it and you don't have any models, we can make it work.
And if you were to go back and talk to your younger self, what would you say?
I don't know. It's I don't regret anything that I've done. It's been kind of a crazy road to get where I'm at now, but I would say just don't, just keep believing in yourself and don't doubt anything that you're doing because you're going to do amazing things. Long lasting, it's I hope that my kids one day can look at this and go swim down in the water and say, oh, my mom made that, those mermaids inspired me to be a marine biologist one day. That's really what I hope to leave behind. Just people will learn to love the ocean, love art, have a reason to get their diving license and go check something out that you never even thought would be possible.
While envisioning the future impact 1000 Mermaids Project will have, I started to ask myself, what will the next generation do? Most of the time, adults view children to be less wise and with little ability to make a large impact. However, 11-year-old Zoe Terry, CEO of Zoe's Dolls, has grown quite a voice throughout the United States, where she empowers young girls through her brown doll giveaways, children's books, and is leading Miami's youth towards a brighter future with her Girlpreneur and GirlFit programs. Zoe's story of origin began at Christmas time when she was just 5 years old.
My name is Zoe Terry and I'm 12 years old. I'm the CEO of Zoe Dolls. I started Zoe Dolls when I was 5 years old because I was bullied because of the color of my skin and because my hair was so puffy. So I wanted to find a way where I can let girls know that their image is beautiful and that they are special just the way they are. And they can do anything they put their mind to. So that dolls and their image will be a great way to show them that they are beautiful and special.
So the dolls that you have now, when people donate dolls, you just ask that they're dolls of color?
Yes.
And then who are you giving the dolls to?
We give them to local schools. We last year on Christmas we gave it to the kids in the hospital, and we also we ship dolls to Haiti, Africa, Cuba, and we recently gave our dolls in the Netherlands this year. We give it to schools, homeless shelters, local community groups where they have girls. We give out to pretty much any girl who wants a doll.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah. Your mission with Zoe's Dolls is a big mission.
Yes, to help people, to make people feel good.
Yeah.
You can also make yourself feel good in order to help make people feel good.
Yeah.
I get speaking engagements yearly, so every time I go to a doll giveaway, I give a little speech about Zoe Dolls and my mission, and we do this thing where we have these girls say an affirmation to themselves. We expanded it to an after-school program. This was originally in the summer, and it was like the kickoff of like the GirlFit experience, and we did it 1 year, and then we expanded it into a 3-day after-school program. So we teach girls how they can eat healthy snacks also, and it's 3 days, and they do a lot. They dance, they do yoga, they do fitness exercises. So they do a lot in the GirlFit. And the cool thing about my doll, Tom's shoes.
Yeah, of course.
When you buy a doll, they buy a
shoe. They give shoes.
Yeah. I want to do that I'm doing that with my doll. When you buy a doll, when you purchase a doll, we give a new doll to a little girl.
To be a social entrepreneur.
Yeah, I love that.
Do you have a hero?
Like a person who inspires me? My mom. She's a big inspiration because she pushes me, even though she can be, it's a little tough love there sometimes, but she pushes me, my family pushes me. But I look up to Michelle Obama because she's just amazing. I just love like her attitude about things and how she reacts to things and how she knows how to keep it together, even though when she might be angry, she doesn't attack someone or be mean to someone. She's like a very kind-spirited person.
What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible." I use that quote in everything because I feel like you can apply it to anything.
You can.
If you feel like you're gonna fail this test, well, nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. I feel like it's something that can uplift you even when you're feeling bad and you feel like you can't do it. You can. It says you can. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who your parents are. It's matter about who you are and what you're gonna do today and what you're gonna do tomorrow and what you're gonna do the day after.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Positive impact is all around us, and most destinations are more than what meets the eye. And these bold, creative, driven women continue to beautify South Florida from the inside out.